The Transformers Podcast in disguise. Transformers more than meets the eye. Transformers The Transformers.
Jimmy, now I'm gonna tell you to come on down, okay? Get off that helicopter, Jimmy. Don't make me tell you twice. Fuck you, Grandma. Get the fuck down here. I'm gonna hit you with the fucking belt. Welcome to the brand new episode of the Podcast in Disguise, dude. Dallas fucking Baldwin, Kevin Porter, fucking season 2, dude. Episode 29, The Secret of Omega Supreme, dude. What a fucking episode.
Don't think that was the first episode. Whatever.
Don't address the dog in the room or whatever the fuck they say, dude. Like, what are you talking about? Episode 29? We're on episode 29.
We're on episode 29. Yep, exactly. This is an episode in the future.
The future. I mean, technically, dude, if I wanted to, I could just hold this episode as the episode. You know what I mean? And then, because, like, we're already an episode ahead. You know, Inside Baseball, Podcast in Disguise, you know, we're already an episode ahead. We don't necessarily need the episode this week.
Fuck it, we're doing it.
We're doing it live, dude. Nah, just release it, dude. Who gives a shit? It was my fuck up, dude. Smoked a little bit too much marijuana, hanging out with Dallas Baldwin in the room watching Transformers. And yeah, I popped in the fucking wrong disc from the first disc from Volume 2. So, dude, sue me.
It's
fucking
okay.
Sue
It
me.
was still the first episode. It was just part of Volume 2, which
Yeah.
is technically like a whole other season. But
Bro, you know how I was telling you? I was like, dude, we got like 30 weeks of fucking season 2. I just realized that, dude, that was episode, according to my quick Google search, which we all know Google is not always right. So I'm taking a shot in the fucking
it's
dark
pretty
here.
right in this case.
You know, so yeah, we're on episode 29, dude. So that means that's 29 fucking weeks from now, Dallas. This episode's supposed to come out.
We'll get there.
Dude, that's the first fucking disc. There's like 4 other fucking discs on that second set. We're fucked, dude. We're so fucked right now.
We're cooked.
Dude, holy shit, there's so many episodes.
It was a good episode, though. I mean, it's always cool to see Omega Supreme, especially when it illustrated how many new characters had come about. Because they aren't exactly subtle about all these new characters that they bring on. And it was never explained in the cartoon series, but the video game Fall of Cybertron actually did a really good job of kind of giving some insight in how this would have happened. Is when the Autobots eventually are loading up the Ark to leave Cybertron, you know, it's obviously condensed in the cartoon when we see it. But there were a lot of Autobots that were put into stasis pods that they had to wake up later because they didn't really have enough energy to go around.
They're like, hey, season 1's over, dude. Time to wake up, dude.
But it was showing them, you know, loading up some familiar faces that are going to become, you know, household names around season 2. Trax, Beachcomber, Omega Supreme.
Omega Supreme's pretty fucking badass, dude. I mean, obviously the episode, The Secret of Omega Supreme.
Omega Supreme, he's a guardian robot, so he has a funny way of talking. You know, he always announces what he's thinking or his status prior to performing any action. But Omega Supreme actually does make several appearances prior to that, too, when we get actually into the proper first episode. We just kind of jumped the gun a little bit here.
Yeah, that's coming out next week.
Yeah.
So, the season 2 premiere is coming up next week.
We looked into Pandora's box. But, I mean, to be fair, most of the episode takes place in the past anyway.
Kevin, you are a stupid idiot.
But it starts out with the Constructicons launching up and getting on their homemade Decepticon rocket to land on this asteroid that they begin farming for the rare minerals that they need to fuel their war machine. And it immediately retcons everything that Megatron said in the last episode, which is kind of funny given that we ended season 1 with the introduction of the Constructicons. And immediately see this, and it gives a whole history of the Constructicons where they weren't built in Megatron's lab. It negates all of that, and people are like, oh, no, that never happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
At that point, it was like 3 years later, dude. Like, these guys were going at it fucking hard. Because it was funny, because like you said, like it's the hilariousness of like those watching those episodes back to back, and thinking that I was like, oh dude, they started season 2 immediately with that. Like, what the fuck? They don't give a
That's
fuck.
what I was thinking too.
No, well, now it's 29 episodes in.
Because, like I was pointing out before we started recording, the continuity to the cartoon episodes is kind of loose. You don't really necessarily have to watch them in order, unless they're like a multi-part series and things like that, like Megatron's Master Plan, which we'll get into. But yeah, the overarching story is really the lore of it, and these are more standalone episodes. So, I mean, every once in a while they'll reference something that happened in a previous episode or something will pop up, but it's nothing you have to adhere to too strictly.
Right.
I actually can't wait until we get into like the story of the key to Vector Sigma and things like that. Those are those are probably some of my favorite episodes that take place in season 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking excited, dude. Hopefully we don't make the same mistake as this one. We're like, dude, we're just gonna press shuffle.
Season 2 really goes broader into the Transformers lore, and we started off with this episode, and it really went into the backstory of Omega Supreme and his history with the Constructicons and everything that was going on with that. Prime sees the Constructicons harvesting these rare minerals off this asteroid, and he says, I got to speak to the one guy who knows just about everything about the Constructicons, who totally weren't made in Megatron's lab in the last season.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
They've been around millions of years. They came to Earth with the rest of the Decepticons. We just didn't see them.
Don't insult my intelligence, Hasbro. You've been warned.
They're like, you shouldn't have watched the episodes out of order.
You're like, hey, fuckface. Dear Kevin Porter, you fucking piece of shit. Stop sending hate mail to Hasbro. No, we will not give you free toys. No, we will not sponsor your shitty little fucking podcast. Tell Dallas he's cool, but fuck you, Kevin Porter.
Dallas sucks too.
Yeah. P.S. Dallas fucking sucks too, dude. Tell my boy I'm gonna be by later, and then we're gonna have our cameras ready. We're gonna catch you in the act, Chris Hansen style. We're gonna dress you up as Lola.
The dumbass thinks that Rumble's blue.
Dumbass thinks fucking Rumble's blue, dude. He is fucking blue.
He is fucking blue.
He is fucking blue.
Hasbro doesn't seem to think so.
Fuck you, Hasbro.
That means Hasbro's wrong.
I constructed really well written letters to these people, and they just want to just discontinue my membership of their club. It's like, Kevin, you didn't sign up for anything. It's like, no, I joined for life. See that tattoo? What tattoo? Yeah, because I never got one. Because fuck you, Hasbro. You just get the Hasbro fucking symbol tattooed on your fucking arm, dude. I bet, dude, you $1 million, I bet fucking if you look up online right now, you can find that, dude.
My brother has a monster tattoo.
Oh, the fucking monster tattoo?
Yeah.
That's pretty bad, dude. That's a bad tattoo.
He got really, really drunk at a motorcycle rally that he went to with my dad.
Yeah.
And a friend of my dad's was a tattoo artist, and he was giving out tattoos. And my brother was so drunk that he thought that he was going to get a sponsorship from Monster if he got the Monster logo tattooed on his leg.
That's solid thinking when you're in that state of mind. Dude.
Yeah, on the back of his calf, he has a big lime green and dark green Monster logo.
Shit, dude. It's like we should roll up in a tattoo shop. It's like, damn, dude, you sponsor? He's like, nah, dude, I just got drunk one night. I got a tattoo.
I mean, to his
I
credit,
actually gotta regret it now these days.
To his credit, it was a well-done tattoo.
Yeah, hell yeah. Dude. Well, I mean, at least it looks nice then on the back of your ankle, dude, for branded awareness, it's pretty sweet, dude. If somebody was like, dude, I got a Video Rental Chaos tattoo, I'd fucking be like, fucking idiot.
I still think you should exploit that and get a free can of Monster or something at least.
Dude, what you should do is like roll up into a mini mart and just like show it to like one of those dudes and just be like, hey sir, guess what? This means I get a free lifetime consumption of Monster energy drinks. Yeah. And they're like, sir, no, you're not entitled to one free.
For free.
You are not entitled to one free. That is $5.
It doesn't cost that fucking much from a store. But in my store, it costs that much.
In my store, sir, I set the price and I chose $5 for that Monster energy drink. Okay, now you pay. You pay. Your tattoo is bullshit. It is bullshit.
Get the bark out of my store.
All right, let's go ahead and continue on this episode. We just sit here for 30 minutes just doing Indian voices.
It's like people listening are like, they're not fucking doing this again, aren't they?
Dallas, I'd like you to continue with the episode and continue talking about the secret of
episode.
Omega Supreme. Okay, sir, please talk about Omega Supreme. I will not take no for an answer. Now go.
But anyway, Prime drives up the mountain to talk to his old friend Omega Supreme, who has appeared. If anyone's like, hey, there's no backstory on this, don't worry, we're getting to that.
We're moving along nicely.
Prime's like, the Constructicons, which I don't know what he was hoping to accomplish with all this, but he's like, Omega Supreme, the Constructicons appear to be dismantling an asteroid, and Omega Supreme immediately goes berserk. Constructicons, enemies. Constructicons must die. It's like, good job, Prime. You upset him.
He's clearly triggered in the moment.
The dude's like 3 stories tall, and you made him mad.
Great job, bitch.
Yeah, good job, Prime.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah,
Good job.
What? It's like, hey, you know those guys you really hate? Look at what they're doing.
What are they doing, man? I don't know.
You know, it's like when you dislike someone that much, even the most mundane thing they do makes you angry.
Yeah, no, totally, dude. It's like, what? He just got his car washed? I want to fucking kick his ass.
Look at that fucker getting his car washed like he owns the place.
Shit,
Fuck
dog.
that guy.
He got the fucking ductwork and everything, dude. What the fuck?
What an asshole.
What a fucking asshole. Who washes their fucking car, dude? Come on.
Bitches wash their car.
Bitches wash their car. I want a fucking 3-year layer of fucking dust on that shit.
You guys just drying it off. You just tackle him.
Just take out that fucking vacuum, the long one, straight one, and you pull down his pants. You're like, this is where the fucking vacuum goes.
You're gonna suck all the shit out.
Yeah, exactly, dude. We're gonna suck the shit out of you, little bitch. What? You're gonna what to me? This is non-consensual, sir. Please stop it.
The safe word is.
The safe word is DuckDuckGo. I don't know, dude. Car wash. Oh, it's actually the secret password was car wash. Okay, we'll stop. I'm sorry.
But anyway, after Prime finishes trolling Omega Supreme and into having a very negative reaction, Prime's like, so why do you hate those guys so much? And Omega Supreme doesn't. He's like, he's being like one of those vague Facebook people that tries to bait you into asking them questions. Omega Supreme doesn't want to talk about it. Don't be a bitch. Come on. What's your deal with that?
Yeah, why'd you make the post then? Why'd you make the post, Omega?
Yeah. Why'd you make the post, Omega?
Oh, okay. He sits down cross-legged.
Yeah, some friends are real friends. Other friends aren't. What do
Other
you mean by
friends
that?
are not my friends.
What do you mean by that, Omega? I don't want to talk about it.
Dallas, I told you it is a sensitive subject. Please do not bring up my triggers.
I'm in a dark place. I don't wish to talk about it.
I identify as being in a dark place now in my life.
But it's funny you say that because that's exactly what he does. He sits down cross-legged. And Prime's like, okay, we're going to be here all day if you keep talking like you normally do. So why don't you just talk like a regular Autobot for once?
Yeah, it took like 10 minutes for this guy to fucking
and Omega is like, okay, fine, just this once. I will speak in the normal Cybertronian language, which is English, apparently.
It's not fun to talk normal, Dallas.
But he goes on to reveal how he was one of the Guardian robots, which there were many Guardian robots on Cybertron that were guardians of the great cities of Cybertron. Iacon, Kaon, the Great Rust Sea, things like that. And Omega Supreme was one of the last of those towards the end of the war. Most of them had been destroyed. But he was the guardian of the Crystal City, which was regarded as the most beautiful city on Cybertron. It basically looks like your mom's old China sets that are all stacked up on top of each other. I think they just turned a bunch of bowls and put some wine glasses on top of them. Yeah. Things like that to design this thing. But it's still kind of cool to see because it's, in a planet that's almost entirely cybernetic and robotic. This looks like an actual crystal city.
Yeah, dude, you got to give the animators a
that's when
pretty cool.
Omega reveals that he was once close friends with the Constructicons, who totally existed back then, and were not made in Megatron's lab.
What are you talking about, Dallas? They were always friends with Omega. They ran as a gang, dude.
They kind of did. I mean, it shows them coming up and they're talking with him. They're kind of palling around. And he's like, you guys are my closest friends. Exposition. And
We gotta really nail him with that exposition, okay?
it shows
Get that line in there, Omega.
But Omega reveals that around this point in time, Megatron was swelling the ranks of the Decepticons by using a device known as the Robo Smasher.
That's original.
Yeah.
Robo Smash.
So what does this thing do? Well, it cuts into your brain case and rearranges your wiring to make you want to be a Decepticon.
Oh, it's like that fucking Elon Musk shit they want to fucking put in your
It's
head.
exactly like the fucking Neuralink.
Exactly, dude. We're fucking... Dude, Megatron is the Elon Musk of America. Or Cybertron,
It's
whatever.
like, Elon,
Whatever, dude.
Elon, I already use your app to make some of the best porn I've ever seen. You don't need to put a chip in my head to control me.
Sir, I will willingly spread my legs for you. For the right amount of money, I will be anybody's whore.
$30 a month, apparently.
$30 a month it is, then.
Thinking about canceling that anyway, though. They really limited it.
Oh, dude, I was trying the other day. Like, you can't do any violent shit on there anymore.
That sucks.
It's like, I'm like, dude, okay, take his head, smash it against the wall,
Yeah,
and like make lots of blood. And it's just like, I'm sorry, Kevin, your AI photo has been restricted and reported to Elon.
Yeah, this has been moderated. It's like, I wanted it to do an image of someone drinking or eating soup. Nope, this is moderated. It's sexual.
You are a Nazi.
It's like, what were you thinking when I asked you to make an image of someone eating soup?
I know, dude. It's like some weird fucking fetish.
It's like, they're eating there and like topless, rubbing their nipples or something. It's like, that is not what I asked you to do.
There is a thing called it's called food porn, dude. And I got a funny story. My wife Jessica one night they rented a Airbnb. Food porn, dude. So they rented an
Now I've heard
Airbnb.
everything.
They rented an Airbnb, and in the morning she comes down and she's hearing something, and it's just like, or it's like, and it kind of could be like, perceived as a blowjob maybe or something of that nature. And so she's like, Ma, what are you doing? Her mom's like sitting over in the living room. She's like, I'm watching people eat noodles. She's like, Ma,
Oh, I think
what
I've
the
heard
fuck
of
are you
this.
doing? I like it. It's my only my only fucking thing for reality. I'm losing my mind because I'm old. Ma,
Don't watch food porn.
I'm not into that shit, dude. Like, I hate it when people like eat on podcasts or something like that.
Yeah, you don't. I hate it when you hear people doing it over the phone. It's like, can't you fucking wait?
Like, sorry, sir, I'm on my lunch break. I need to talk to you about something that went wrong. And, sir,
Yeah.
I have a complaint. I want compensation. Oh, I'm having a heart attack. Sir?
Hoagie.
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 I was like, that's a nice way to end the bit, Hoagie, dude, yeah. Shout out fucking... Oh, man.
But yeah,
Shout out no one, I guess.
The Robo Smasher is scrambling people's brains and turning them into food porn addicts. Or Decepticons, I mean.
Sure.
And that's when they come up and they're acting all pally with Omega one more time, and Omega's like, hey, I got to use the John. But I can't leave the city. I got to guard it. And they're like, oh, don't worry, Omega. We'll guard it for you. What are friends for? You're a bro. And
There he goes.
you're a bro. What are friends for? We'll hang out and watch it for you. He comes back and they've destroyed the whole city. For like,
It's quick work, dude.
it's like, I don't know. I don't see what the tactical advantage of that was in winning a war. That's more like just being evil for the sake of being evil.
Yeah, it's pretty evil, dude. When you just like straight up genocide a whole entire fucking city, like you're pretty fucking evil.
They just trashed it. I mean, it was a small place that Omega was guarding, and Omega was neutral in the war.
It was like the North Korea houses that you were telling me about off mic. About just nothing existed there, dude. It was just a fake town. So actually, they did nothing.
I think that's probably why we never fired on it.
It's just like, paw, 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 paw.
Yeah,
Oh no, he's killing innocent civilians.
It would have just been a waste of ammo.
Paw, paw, paw,
Destroying
paw, paw.
shit just to destroy shit.
Well, in my world, I like to destroy shit, Dallas.
I like to destroy shit too, but usually there's a point.
If you want to destroy something, I got the perfect thing right here. Howling 7 and New Moon, dude. See
No
that?
big loss.
Reality just kicked in, dude. It made me drop it, dude. It was like the universe saying, fuck that movie, dude. Fuck Clive Turner, dude. Now we're crossing the podcast and shit, dude.
Reveals that Megatron's working on a device to fuel it with this rare mineral that they're getting from this asteroid. And that's when Omega, he's now revealed his whole backstory with the Constructicons. And he's out to get revenge. And Prime informs him, no, this is a military mission. You know, there will be no vengeance. And Omega's like, I understand. But you can tell that he's got an axe to grind. He hops on down, and immediately the Constructicons start to slug it out with him. They merge into Devastator, which this is a big fight between two big titans. Omega Supreme's a pretty damn big robot. Even the toy itself stands about this tall.
So they're comparable.
They're comparable, yeah. Devastator, the new current Devastator is huge.
Damn, dude. How much is that thing? $600.
The one I have probably is now, but they just released better ones actually in the Studio series. I think there's several of them you can still get at Target right now.
Damn, dude. I need to make a trip to Target right now, dude. Let's go.
I'd
Pause the podcast.
And
You're driving.
I think the
Dallas.
only one they haven't. I think the only one they haven't. We take the podcast on the road.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the microphone and keep fucking up. It's like, sorry guys, I'm just not really built for the road. Okay, this is Kevin Porter signing off for the last time because I'm a piece of shit. But I bought the Decepticons, so or I bought the fucking Omega one or whatever the fuck it is. Constructicons.
We'll just have Wild Bill drive us. Yeehaw!
Hey, Wild Bill, you want to give me a ride down Target? Yeah.
Yakima news today: a Dragonfly helicopter crashed into the site of Target.
It's like, sir, man, I was just out in the parking lot smoking some weed, dude, and all of a sudden I saw this fucking helicopter go boom right to fucking Target, and he's just like, dude, whoa, bro, I gotta get out of here before the cops come.
This shit is fucking crazy, man.
Bro, I'm not just holding weed, I'm holding a lot of methamphetamines too right now, so I gotta go.
Because Yakima.
This is live television here, sir. Bro, I'm on so many drugs, I don't even give a shit. Deuces!
I didn't even know I was on TV, man.
Oh, is that a fucking camera? Oh shit, dude! I always wondered how you could like make TV, man. Like, what's going on? Is there little aliens in that camera? I don't fucking know.
I was just joking about that meth thing.
I actually am holding a lot of meth right now, Dallas. I've been lying to you guys this last 6 months. I got onto a bender with methamphetamines, and I was able to like pull myself away.
I saw through fucking time.
I saw through time, Dallas. I took so much acid, man. I saw through time.
It's the Yakima way.
Dude, when you live in Yakima, man, there's so much drugs. We're like a hub, dude. These people, they come through. There's so much drugs, and I don't know what to do, man. Can you help me? Sir, can you help me?
But they get into a big slogfest, and that's when the mining operation on the asteroid goes south. It cracks open, revealing this gigantic mechanical Rodan-looking bird scorpion thing that immediately comes down to Earth and starts trashing the city.
Yeah, like you said, it's like Godzilla.
Yeah, totally not inspired by Godzilla. I don't think that bears any resemblance to any fictional pop culture references at all.
You're like, you think we could get away if, like, we just ripped off Godzilla?
We just make it a robot.
We just make it a robot? Dude, it's just Transformers. Like, nobody's gonna know.
But Omega Supreme runs down and has to deal with that mess now. And meanwhile, Megatron's still getting his gear ready, and that's when Prime starts firing on him. And they get to a big shootout down there. And
Yeah, they're fucking each other up, dude.
yeah, Omega Supreme, the Constructicons go to the city and start trashing things too. And so Omega gets in another slugfest with them. And there's fighting going on in like 3 different places at once. And then Megatron's like, hey, that scorpion bird thing that we woke up, if we destroy its food, it'll be really angry. It was like, why are you doing this? Why are you like this?
Well, you know, I just kind of want to fucking fuck with them a little bit, you know? It's just like I want to kind of
We
fuck
destroy
with
its
them.
food, it's probably going to devour a whole city. This
So?
sounds familiar. Like this already happened in this episode.
I don't think things through, Dallas, okay?
And that's what, Mega Supreme's freaking out because it's like, they're going to do it again. They're going to destroy another city.
Oh no, maybe PTSD
Yeah, his
flashbacks.
PTSD's coming back from the Constructicons betraying him.
The one time the Constructicons, Decepticons, they destroyed my city on my
That's what we
watch.
pointed out during the episode, too, is even when they're all being all chummy with him, they are red-eyed robots with giant Decepticon symbols on their chests.
Dude,
And Omega Supreme was surprised when they stabbed him in the back.
I can smell the meth on their breath, dude. Like, those fucking, dude, they're Constructicons, dude. You ever been on a construction site? There's a lot
Also-
of fucking meth.
Also, for an episode that takes place approximately 4 million years ago, if not longer, they turned into Earth construction vehicles.
Yeah, yeah, you did point that out, dude. That's a very good point, Dallas.
And
Very
I
good point.
have to address the animation error that happens right in the beginning of
Oh
the
yeah, we
episode,
didn't even
too.
talk about that.
It's something I never noticed before when I'd seen this episode in the past, is that when Megatron's talking with the Constructicons over his little screen thing, Sideswipe is just casually standing right there next to him. Like, it's not even like, a little off center or anything. He is planted firmly on his 2 feet next to Megatron, standing there quietly.
They're fucking getting fucked up, dude. Like, they're getting fucked up over this fucking error.
It was like, what was that about? Did they reuse a cell from another episode and just miss that?
They missed it, obviously, which is like, just, I don't understand how you can miss something like that, because like, you have to proof watch all this shit.
And it's not like they just immediately are like, oh, we got to fix that and draw a Decepticon logo on there, and then Hasbro makes a toy of a Decepticon looking like Sideswipe 10 years later.
They're like, dude, we kind of got pushed into that one. They're like, dude, you ever seen that Podcast in Disguise episode? We kind of made a fuck up like them, dude. Like, they watched the wrong episode. We forgot the fucking animation film.
I don't want to hear your shit, Hasbro. You put Sideswipe just casually hanging out in the Decepticon base.
Yo, it's unforgivable, Hasbro. I honestly will never forget this. I'm going to go to my fucking grave having a grudge against fucking Hasbro and this fuck up, dude.
Also, take it easy on the prices. If Playmates can do it, so can you.
Yeah, dude, fucking bring your prices down, dude. Come on, dude. We're working Americans here, dude. Come on.
Where were we?
Kind of towards the end, I think.
Yeah, towards the end. Yeah, it's Omega Supreme manages to launch up and reunite the 2 sides of the asteroid, bringing the scorpion bird thing up into space and sending it away with its food. And everything was fixed. And then Optimus Prime has a teachable moment with Omega saying, don't you feel better that you didn't pursue revenge? Revenge is a fool's errand, all those common tropes. And I'm sitting there like, no, I think I would have rather just beaten their ass.
Yeah, dude. I'll play the long game, bro,
When I get stabbed in the back, I take it a little personally.
Yeah, dude. There's people out there, man. They may have, stabbed us in the back a couple times, and here we are. We're playing the long
Someone
game,
playing the ultimate
motherfucker.
bitch move and then getting driven into oncoming traffic.
I could just see
You
us
know
like,
who you are.
I could just see us sitting in a courtroom and they're playing this episode. Just like, ha ha. They're like, sir, you threatened him 5 times in the podcast.
Threatened who?
Who?
We never said a name.
I never said. It could be a very fictional person, dude. I'm kind of crazy, dude. I'm smoking meth, bro.
Yeah, Kevin's on meth. He's just seeing shit.
Well, dude, there he is again. He's in the corner.
The guy's in the corner.
Dallas, you got your gun? Start shooting.
Just shoot holes in the wall because you're all...
Dude, bro. I'm on the carpet looking for shit. Like, dude, I'm pretty sure you stole my meth, dude. Dallas, you got any money? Call fucking Wild Bill, dude. Come on.
We need a ride.
Wild Bill, I need to get some meth. He's like, oh, I was thinking the same thing.
Meth goes great with alcohol. Yeah.
I could drink for days. He'll just start smoking meth, so that's why, he just, all of a sudden...
That's where he got his nickname.
Wild and methamphetamine Bill.
Wild Now Bill.
Wild and out Bill here. Why do they call you that, Bill? Because I smoke meth.
Yeah.
Yeah! All right, dude. 29 minutes and 18 seconds, Dallas, dude. Final thoughts. Again, The Secret of Omega Supreme.
It's a good episode. Yeah, not really required reading, but it covers a lot of history and retcons a huge bit where Transformers are supposed to be sentient beings that were born from their planet, not made in some lab. So I think they kind of caught onto their error and course corrected with that one. But any episode where you see Omega Supreme and Devastator going toe to toe, two big giant robots duking it out, that's always pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that was probably like the peak of the episode, I would have to imagine.
And as we go further into season 2, they go a little combiner crazy. Some of the last Diaclone toys that were made before they switched over to Transformers were these super combined robots, and they redubbed into Scramble City in Japan, where they had these mid-range compatible robots, equal parts. You have the Stunticons, sports cars that turned into Menasor, and you have the aerial bots that turn into Superion, the rescue bots that turn into Defensor, and my personal favorite, Bruticus, who's the Combaticons, and that is one of Starscream's supremest, most harebrained fuck-ups ever. That's a great episode, and I can't wait till we get to that one.
I can't wait till we get to that one either, Dallas. And...
Not to mention Devastator's dumber than a box of nails.
Well, I guess that's where we ended, Dallas.
Yep.
That's where we ended, dude. I can't top it, dude. That's why you bring the knowledge, dude. You are the guru of the podcasting style, dude. I'm just over here smoking meth. Dallas Baldwin's bringing the history, dude. All right.
That shit makes my eyes burn.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Kevin Porter. Dallas Baldwin.
Roll out.